talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans, what's the deal, baby? Kicking with KCMC. Get that together. Excuse this green screen, man. Hey, listen, the first topic we want to discuss, LeBron James. Did you see this ad behind us? Now, you know this setup right here is familiar. In the year 2012. By the way, today in history in the year 2012, Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky is officially sentenced. No, we don't want to bring that up. But in that same year, LeBron James, basketball player, decided to take his talents to South Beach in a very, formal way by doing it on an ESPN special and announcing it with, I forgot who the announcer with the analyst was. So it was a big deal. A lot of people made fun of it. Now, LeBron James is, in a way, kind of playing off of that same image and that same story. Did a setup like this, call it Decision 2. Teased it, and then when it came out this week, turns out it was a Hennessy commercial. LeBron James is promoting Hennessy, bro. Now, let me say this, bro. LeBron James ain't the first athlete or celebrity or black celebrity to promote liquor or Hennessy in general. Here's the thing about it. I'm going to be honest. All due respect, I feel like the way that LeBron James did it right here with this, that was some cool stuff, bro. I almost put this on the same level of Jerry Rice with the chicken helmet. Or Mary J. Blige singing about chicken. I almost put it on the same thing. Hennessy is in the same category of black stereotype, foods, drinks, liquors, all that. Hennessy. And then you went and did you replayed an image or a scene from your career that nobody really likes anyway. Nobody liked the decision. Nobody liked that you... Not that you came up with this whole concept of making a TV special out of it, but nobody liked that, bro. Nobody even liked that you took your talents to South Beach. So then you did this to kind of make fun of it, and then you did a Hennessy commercial behind it? Come on, bro. If it was a charity or something, maybe, but you did all this again to sell some liquor that we know white people really don't drink for real, bro. So it's a black people liquor. I don't know. I'm not calling LeBron James a coon. But I think going through all of this to sell Hennessy, and the commercial was corny, by the way. That was the coon stuff. And I think that's what makes it coonish too, right? It's super corny. Mary J. Blige singing about chicken. Jerry Rice with the chicken helmet. And this, all in the same category to me. I ain't calling you a coon, but you did some coon stuff. So you might want to reevaluate that process. That's all I'm saying. But if you haven't seen the commercial or the ad or whatever, I do have the link to the YouTube ad in my description below in YouTube. Check it out. But other than that, let me know what you think. Is that some cool stuff what LeBron James did? Let me know in the comments. Or you can call into the show. 313-466-4386. I got the phone lines. Still popping. 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning Eastern time. We got the phone lines popping. Come holler at me. Yep, we'll hook it right up. All right, next topic. Real quick. Oh, yeah. So we're going to keep this in basketball. I actually found out about this last night, even though the news broke out in June of this year. But you see behind me, Nicholas Kerr. He was the head coach for Golden State's G League team. What's the name of that team? The Santa Cruz squad. Yeah, Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr promoted his son, Nicholas, to the coaching staff. This was in June. Nicholas Kerr, 32 years old, served as the Warriors G League head coach in Santa Cruz. The past 2 seasons, Santa Cruz went 20-14 and finished in 4th place in the G League's Western Conference each of the past 2 seasons. Born in Cleveland and raised in San Diego, Nicholas Kerr played college basketball at San Diego and Cal. He served as a graduate assistant at Cal in 2016-17 season before moving on to the San Antonio Spurs as an intern. The younger Kerr worked in the player development department for the Warriors as a video coordinator for three seasons in 2021. The Warriors hired him as a G League assistant coach at Santa Cruz before becoming head coach in 2023. So I really only wanted to bring this up just in case you only thought LeBron James was the only one in the NBA doing nepotism. Steve Kerr did it. Steve Kerr did it. Literally himself, too. He promoted his own son, Nicholas Kerr. Steve Kerr did. So, this ain't just happening on the player level. This is happening on a coaching level, administrative level, the ownership level. Owners pass the team down to their kids. So, I think it's a lot to think about when it comes to nepotism. And here's the thing. I really think you shouldn't complain unless it affects you directly. And even then, it's a lesson to be learned. Let me give you a perfect example. I worked for the radio station here in Detroit, iHeartRadio. This was years back, like 2014, 2016. And I was going to say names, but I'm not going to say names. But there was specific radio station within the cluster of radio stations in that building. And the morning show host for that station had a son I didn't know about. But basically, all the promotions team members around the building, me included, we all wanted to have a show or part-time place on the air, on the radio. That's what most of us was working for. That's why we're on the promo team. So we all doing everything we can, sending in demos, showing up on time, and going all above and beyond for the promo team, for the radio station. And we all put our bid in when the position opened to be either a part-time on-air host or be like the afternoon host for the radio station. All of us on the promo team trying hard, putting in our apps. Out of nowhere, the morning show host's son was announced as the official part-time on-air host or afternoon host. Out of nowhere. And we all sitting around like, where the hell this dude come from? Like, we just knew it was within our selection of us. And then he comes out of nowhere. Now, granted, that's a good lesson for us to learn on a bunch of ends. One, don't assume the position yours just because you worked there already. And two, nepotism, fam. Nepotism. I learned about that direct. It affected me direct. I looked at life and work specifically for the corporations, but shoot, even specifically independently owned companies, I looked at it completely different. Because I'm like, yo, wow, this is how we getting down? So I knew it existed, but until it affects you directly, you like, damn. So I'm not mad at it because trust me, if I had the opportunity, I'd do it too. Even though you're supposed to select the most qualified, if your child is qualified, why not select them? With that being said, Nicholas Kerr, congratulations. You got promoted by your father to be part of the Golden State Warriors coaching staff. Don't be surprised if Steve Kerr retires and then Nicholas Kerr is the head coach. I'm just saying. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. I do have more topics for you as a matter of fact. So let me kind of get to it if you don't mind. Give me a second. How I want to do. Okay. All right. So we are going to move on to the NFL. Jerry Jones, coming from YahooSports.com, admitted Tuesday that he flipped the middle finger during Sunday's Jets-Cowboys game at MetLife Stadium. Soon after that, news broke that the gesture will cost the Dallas Cowboys owner a hefty fine. Per ESPN's Adam Schefter, the NFL is fining Jerry Jones $250,000 for what Jones claimed was an accidental middle finger. Jones will appeal the fine, according to NFL Network. The incident took place during the Cowboys' 37-22 win over the Jets on Sunday in New York's home stadium. Jones was there and shared the not-so-cordial moment with someone from his luxury box. Video emerged of the incident after the game. Jones shared a wave with fans from his box as the Cowboys prepared to kick an extra point to extend their double-figure lead in the second half. He also shared a middle finger. You can see behind us right there. Jerry Jones probably off that sauce, off that oil. He was off that oil, feeling himself. And he just was like, hey, we winning anyway. F y'all. That's what I'm on. He was really on some fan stuff at the moment. That's what I feel like. Either way it go, it's two different perspectives. One, it's not a good look for an owner of the NFL to be flipping people off, bro. You got too much power. And they can't kick you out. Even this fine that they gave you, $250,000. This is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Finding him $250,000 is probably like finding an average person like, I don't know, $5, 25 cents, like something very insignificant. This man is a billionaire, bro. I don't even know that for a fact. If he ain't a billionaire, he's a hundred millionaire. $250,000 is literally a drop in the bucket. So that was, a gesture, I get it. From the NFL fining Jerry Jones. But, bro, y'all could have announced something a little bit more hefty than that, bro. Jerry Jones could do this at every stadium all season long and still be living good. It's not going to affect him, bro. I don't know, man. I just thought that was weak. Man. NFL fined him $250,000 for an NFL owner, bro. That's super insignificant. But I also thought it was pretty dope for an NFL owner to just flip off some fan. Look, he pointed somebody out. He said, you. Hey, Jerry Jones has a crazy past, historically speaking. And he might say some stuff and do some stuff every now and then that I just don't like, bro. But every now and then, bro, you give me a laugh. And I'm like, this is crazy. I swear on everything. I'm really not mad at this, dog. I'm really mad. My real debate, my real argument is coming from the NFL. Like, why are y'all fining him $250,000, bro? Like, this is nothing. This don't mean nothing to Jerry Jones. He knew it was worth it. That's why he did it anyway. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Another topic we're going to breathe by. This is in the NFL. According to ESPN.com, Odell Beckham Jr. has accepted a 6-game suspension for violating the NFL's policy on performance-enhancing drugs, delaying the star wide receiver's comeback attempt. Beckham announced his pending suspension during an appearance on the Pivot podcast, which published the interview Tuesday. The receiver, who is a free agent, said he failed a PED test last season while he was a member of the Miami Dolphins. Beckham insisted that he did not knowingly take any banned substances. The 3-time Pro Bowler added that when he asked the league what PED he tested positive for, he was told, quote, "Your testosterone levels are too high," end quote. The suspension appeared on the NFL's official transactions wire Tuesday, which starts the 6-week clock before Beckham is eligible to play. Beckham, who will be 33 by the end of the suspension, reiterated that he wants to return to the NFL this season. He identified during the appearance that there are 4 franchises he'd be interested in joining: the Steelers, Chiefs, and 2 of his former teams, the Rams and the Giants. Beckham would not be eligible to play until week 12. Odell Beckham Jr., you big head ass boy. Performance enhancing drugs. See, it's kind of like I don't know. I'm not in the NFL, but this is what I do want to say. Let me just say it. I'm not seeing a lot, like a significant. I'm not seeing like 60, 50, or even 40% of NFL players testing positive for PED, performance enhancing drugs. I'm not seeing that. It seems like the majority of NFL players and athletes are not testing positive. by doing the right thing. So for you to test positive and act like you don't know how it happened, bro, you're doing something that probably 90% of the NFL players are not doing, which is doing something you ain't supposed to be doing, bro. Taking some or something, bro. Don't sit up here and blame it on the steak that you ate or anything like that. You know what you be doing. Look, you 33 years old. You still want to be, you 32, 33 years old. You still want to be athletic. You want to be out there. You want to keep up with the young boys too, to keep your neck. If you want to be in the game, you want to keep up. Or you want to be able to at least be be at par, I should say. In order to be at that high level, especially as you get older, you might have to accommodate. So if you did it, just say you did it. Take the 6-game suspension on the chin, pause, and just, it is what it is. At least they ain't kicking you out the NFL permanently or indefinitely. 6 games is less than a season, dog. Go ahead and take it and be over with it. Which it seems like that's what he's going to do. Pause, by the way. But to sit up here and say you don't know what happened, it's kind of crazy. What's this quote? I failed the man in the mirror, had to come face to face. Yeah, whatever, fam. Odell Beckham Jr., don't play stupid. Don't play stupid. You was taking some type of pills, some type of shot, something, bro. Don't lie, bro. Don't lie like you don't know, bro. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat and comment to call into the show. 313-466-4386. Another topic we gonna breathe by. Vet pass by. Everybody looking. Oh, hold on. Oh, man. Yeah, let me do that. All right, cool. All right, so next topic, coming from ESPN.com as well. Cincinnati Bengals turn to their division rivals for a much-needed solution at quarterback, acquiring Joe Flacco in a trade with the Cleveland Browns. Cincinnati also received a 2026 sixth-round draft pick, while Cleveland landed a fifth-round pick in the trade, which was announced Tuesday. The Bengals have been seeking a long-term help under center since franchise quarterback Joe Burrow suffered a toe injury in week 2. Jake Browning has struggled, same thing, since replacing Burrow, throwing 8 interceptions over parts of 4 games. Flacco joined Cincinnati 2 days after the Bengals, who are 2-3 currently, lost their 3rd straight game with Browning, who threw 3 more interceptions in Sunday's 37-24 loss to the Lions. Shout out to my Lions. Cincinnati has been outscored 113-37 during the 3-game skid. Damn! That's crazy. You're better off hiring me. Jake Browning. That was crazy. Now, listen. Joe Flacco as the quarterback for Cincinnati. I think it's a smart move, if I'm being honest. It's not far. It's in state. Literally, Joe Flacco, you could probably, wherever you were living, still be right there. You ain't got to do too much. I think that's easy. Joe Burrow out. Cincinnati ain't happy with their backup. Go ahead and put a veteran in right here. Now, he ain't going to be mobile. He old as hell. Like 40, something like that. Close to 40. I don't know. Who cares? But Joe Flacco being a permanent solution, no. But I just think he's not going to be mobile, so you need to accommodate for that. Cincinnati, not like I'm concerned. But Joe Burrow, they say he's out for 3 months, fam. I don't see how everybody else was getting confused saying 3 weeks, 6 weeks. No, 3 months, bro. 3 months. He ain't coming back till about December, January. So just keep that in mind. That being said, Joe Flacco leaving the Browns as QB1. Going to Cincinnati to be QB1. So now, Dylan Gabriel is now QB1 for the Browns, and Shedeur Sanders, I believe, is now QB2. Now, everybody's talking about Shedeur. Put the mic in front of his face, pause. Want to know his thoughts about Joe Flacco getting traded. He like, bro, I'm QB3 at that time. Why do I care? I'm back up to the backup. Why y'all asking me? Ask Dylan Gabriel. It's his opportunity right now. That's what I understand and I like. Like, why are y'all giving this dude? I mean, we know why. But the fact that they're doing this, like, come on, fam. So, here's my thing on Shedeur Sanders being a quarterback for Cleveland. I don't think we should be anticipating it too much. Because God forbid he gets in the game and underperforms to our expectations. Now, I love and support Shedeur, Deion, and the whole family. I got a story coming up on Deion Sanders. And I watch Well Off Media on YouTube. Deion's son. So I love Shedeur. I love the Sanders family. I feel like I'm one of the cousins. But I don't think we should put so much weight and expectation on Shedeur. I think he needs to get these warm-ups. Come in every now and then when the QB1 ain't doing too good or injured. Cool. 1 or 2 games here and there. Get your warm-ups before you really take off. Because I just don't know. I want the best for Shedeur, dog. And I want him to come in hitting the ground running. So, I don't know. I just want to say that. Since Joe Flacco got traded from the Browns, everybody's asking about Shedeur. He's not even up next. He's up next. Up next to the next. So, just wanted to put that out there. Don't expect too much from Shedeur. He's not even QB1 now. But let me know what you think about the trade, about Shedeur, anything in that nature. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show, 313-466-4386. Oh, okay. Yeah, speaking of Deion Sanders, got the picture behind me, man. He had surgery. Big dog. They actually announced it. And like I said, I watch Well Off Media. This is coming from CBSNews.com. Colorado Buffaloes football head coach Deion Sanders revealed on Tuesday that he was scheduled for surgery, but had a positive outlook as he revealed that he was coping with more health problems. During the Colorado Buffs game with Texas Christian University last weekend, Coach Prime was seen sitting down on the sideline and only wearing one shoe. Took one of his shoes off. Sanders talked about his health problems during his weekly update with the media on Tuesday morning. He did not mention exactly what the issue is, but said that he had a wonderful team of doctors at UC Health and didn't plan on being on the sidelines for long. And by sidelines, he means like not being active as a coach. So you see the picture behind us right here. You got Deion. You got his son, Deion Sanders Jr. And I don't know who he is. But they are in the hospital, man. He just recently had his surgery, I believe. Or about to have his surgery. Like I said, I watch Well Off Media on YouTube. Shout out to Well Off Media. That's Deion Sanders' son YouTube channel. He basically just updates the Buffaloes, the Colorado Buffaloes. He gives behind-the-scenes practice and interview. Like, he gives updates on Deion Sanders and his whole journey and everything for the most part. So, I've been watching him since he's been at Colorado. Like I said, I support and love the Deion Sanders family, man. The Sanders family. But I don't know what it was. But he had surgery. And like I said, I watched the most recent episode of Well Off Media where he was literally in the hospital. I think he was preparing for the surgery, if not already getting it or something like that. I think it was just the preparation for it. So, I don't know. He talked about, I remember last time I was in this room, he's in room 21. And I remember last time I was in this bathroom, they announced, I had found out I had cancer. And right after surgery, I came in this bathroom and I had urinated blood. He said, y'all that had cancer, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know that pee. And I was just sitting there watching it like, ugh, bro. Thank God he's still alive. But he is going through some stuff that the average person like myself, I don't know, fam. But it's all in God's will, man. Very confident, man. Deion Sanders, and he said it. I'm confident because I know God got me. Love that, man. Very God-fearing man, by the way, man. So prayers up for Deion Sanders and the Sanders family. This man is really what Karuchi Tran. Deion Sanders. She's in the video. Sitting by the hospital bed. He making fun of her and doing stuff. She packing up his blanket and like she's with him the whole time. Yo, Karuchi is with Deion Sanders. She look good in the mug. I can't believe she with Deion Sanders. I can, but I can't. Because I know his sons, Deion's sons. Him, Shedeur, Shiloh. I'd be like, bro, man, she my age, bro. Pops, I can get this me right here. This me, baby. But they ain't doing and/or did what Deion did. So I feel her on that level, I guess, pause. But God, Deion Sanders, bro, this is why I respect this man. He got Karuchi, bro. She in the hospital right with the dog, bro. In pajamas and everything. Oh, she looks so good, man. So yeah, man, prayers up for Deion Sanders and the Sanders family, man. I just wanted to put that out there. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. Okay, let's do this. So, the UFL, I don't know if you ever kept up with it. I kind of did, at least in this first inaugural season. This comes from ESPN.com. The United Football League is making some changes, announcing Tuesday that 3 of the 8 teams are changing cities as part of a larger strategy to get into smaller stadiums. Orlando, Florida, is along with Columbus, Ohio, and Louisville, Kentucky. San Antonio, Detroit, and Memphis, Tennessee are out. Unfortunately, my Michigan Panthers are no more. All 3 of the new venues are soccer stadiums with capacities of about 20,000 or smaller. The remaining Texas teams are changing names and stadiums. I didn't know that. The Arlington team is now the Dallas Renegades and will move from a former home of baseball's Texas Rangers to the Major League Soccer home of FC Dallas in nearby Frisco. In Houston, the Roughnecks will become the Gamblers and play in that city's MLS stadium instead of the University of Houston's home field. That's interesting. So yeah, they got my Michigan Panthers up out of here. Like they said, they changed the name for Houston's team. They went from the Renegades to the Gamblers. Oh no, not the Renegade. Renegade's still there. They got the Aviators now. They got the Kings. They got the Orlando Storm. And they took out my Michigan Panthers. Played at Ford Field. I get it. I don't think there's no other stadium locally that they could have played at for them to kind of relocate to a smaller venue. We're just about the venue. When I say we're, I mean City of Detroit about to build a soccer stadium within the city now. So that probably could have been a good opportunity for them. But other than that, it's unfortunate, but I'm happy to see that the UFL is still going. It's a mixture of the USFL and the XFL who combined, basically. I believe after the 2023 season, 2024 season, something like that. It has some moments where it's entertaining, but it does have moments where it's very lackluster as well. But overall, I usually support new sports leagues and stuff like that. I like to check it out at least, you know what I'm saying, be interested. And the UFL is just one of those alternative football leagues that happens when the NFL is not in season. So if you really still want football, if you really love football and you want to go, I guess, beyond the collegiate level while the NFL is not going on, the UFL is the way. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend supporting it, man. I think we should have more than one professional league of every sport. Just for competition. Shouldn't be no monopoly on sports leagues. Why not have 2 NBAs? An NBA and NBL. Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And whoever is the best, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But that's just what I think. UFL doing some downsizing so that they continue their operations. I fully support it. Whatever you got to do just to continue. Like I said, never been to an actual game. I was planning on going to one. But now, no more Michigan Panthers. I don't know if I'll be there. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Couple other things, man, and we're going to get up out of here. Or no. Nope, I don't have no other things. That's it. Pause. I have nothing else. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Appreciate you for kicking it with KC, MC, baby. Listen, with that being said, make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button, share button. Hey, man, we appreciate it. Want to pop on here because we ain't been live in a while. Just making some adjustments. And we are getting new equipment thanks to some donations that we got. So appreciate you. Hey, if you want to, donate again to the show so we can grow. Cash App. KCMC313 on that Cash App. We appreciate you again, man. But if you don't want to do that, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and share button. That's all for the free skis. Appreciate you for kicking on KCMC from the stands of a sports fan. Good morning. We up out of here.